Hey guys, welcome back to ToonPang. Jayden and Blake here. Oh god, we're super pumped. Okay, this is like kind of really rushed, so we don't even have our tripod out or anything because we just come back from our locals World's Championship event.
Hence the mat.
Hence the lovely mat. The lovely mat. Placings. I won the whole thing, which is pretty amazing.
Yes, and I came 8th out of...
because of stupid misplays.
Yeah, really bad misplay.
And for proof, there are my prize cards. There's my divider, and whatever the hell that is, as an extra thing.
And then here's mine.
Here's the topping, an 8. And inside this is, in fact, the Blue Eyes and Dark Magician Prismatic Foil.
Never opened yet.
Never opened yet. If you guys would like to see that, let us know in the comments, and I may consider opening it in a video. But it depends on what gauge interest. Yeah, gauge interest. Because like, there's obviously a big thing to open these. But yeah, the mat's beautiful. I know that the cards are beautiful. I've seen a couple in person, and yeah, I'm really happy with the divider as well. So yeah, really happy. It was a really good outing. I played Altergeist, believe it or not. This is my baby. I've been working on this for a while. If you've been us from the beginning of the channel, you would have experienced me saying I wanted to build Altergeist. So I was doing this, I was doing that, and I finally got it to the point. There's a deck list on the channel. This is an updated deck list for the World's ban list and how I felt like I needed to play to win this event. And obviously it worked. So I'm going to give a quick deck profile. So it is a bit different from our deck profile that we did on the channel. So here's kind of an updated version. So triple multi-faker.
Oh, the must-have.
The must-have at 3, it's fantastic. The Miloseek, this is so good late game. This was so clutch all day. It's amazing. Just put more damage.
Marionetta.
Marionetta, sorry. Marionetta, yeah. More damage on board. Absolutely fantastic. And then, like, this card was... It's always good. Like, this card is never not good. I went to a top decking situation in my last round. I put Miloseek, and I was able to win that round, which was absolutely fantastic. 2 Silkudus. This card was absolutely fantastic. This is basically the main board you make, like the multi-faker and the Silkudus with like the protocols and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And then the 1 Concrete. This card was so good all day, clutch. It even stopped Saryuja, which was pretty funny. I went to a rivalry, the Warlords, and then Conqueried his Saryuja, and he was kind of like, oh, well, sucks to be me. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. And yeah, if you want to know my wins, it was 4-1 loss. So I won 4 straight through, and in the last round I lost to time, which was kind of unfortunate, but you know, whatever. Still topped, still won. So yeah, it doesn't make any difference in the end result anyway. Hand traps. I ran the double droll. It was good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it did a fair bit. It came up in like 3 games. Like, it was not bad. You know, definitely helped. Double, you know, Ghost Ogre. This was like, it was okay. I had it in there originally for boss monster decks, and I realized they all got raped, like on the ban list. So I got there and I was like, okay, well, Ghost Ogre came out nearly every round. But I was like, whatever, it's there. And then Double Effect Veiler. This card was actually not as good as I was hoping it would be.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't do a lot, honestly. Like, yeah, it was okay. But, yeah, I'm still happy I didn't run it over in permanent, didn't spend the money on impermanents. The card's so meh to me, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
And proof, you can win. This was a 35-man event. I came first, did not run impermanents. So, there you go. The Altergeist worked fine. Triple... protocol.
Yeah, must.
It's so good. I can't stress how good this card is. Like, it's not even an on-field negate. They could activate a monster effect in grave and you can negate.
Yeah.
It's too good. It's too good. And then like double. This is like standard for me. A lot of people run that 1, but I'm like, no, 2 is like a must-have because it's so fucking good. Yeah, and then like the emulative. I always own this at 1, I just like it. Triple spoofing. I don't care who else says you need to run this at 2.
Spoofing good?
Oh my god, is it good. I opened this like 3 out of the 5 games I played, and I just won every time I open this. Every time I open this, I just won. It's just like, oh shit, I need to fix my hand, I need more traps on the field, let me just ditch this back in the deck, add Marionetta or something, and just overgo for multi-fake. It was pretty nuts.
That's
and then
nuts,
I mained Rivalry of the Warlord. This is the best card by far in the deck all day. It raped every single deck I played. Gokis. Oh, it was so sad. I had a friend who was playing Gokis and said, I'm really looking forward to playing you, man. I'm like, yeah. I was such a sack. First game I opened Rivalry and just destroyed him. Second game I drew into Rivalry a bit later and still destroyed him. It doesn't matter because you have a lot of dig in this deck and there's a lot of searching, so you eventually got to hit Rivalry some stage in the game. You're running 3 of them in the main, so it's pretty easy to get, honestly, and it's such a good card. Like, it's ridiculous. And then Triple Torrential, this is also nuts. You just board wipe, and then because Multifaker starts a new chain, you just summon Multifaker. Yeah. And then, like, the Solemn package, so, like, 2 strike, a warning, and a judgment. Originally I had 3 strike, but the ban list said, only 2 strike was allowed.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, I'll put in warning, because it's like, it's still warning. And actually, I'm so happy I did. This actually won me a game. I got him to basically a top decking situation. He got his, like, he's like, oh, thank God, I got my top deck I needed. He went normal summon, I was warning, and that's it, done. It was the game from there. It was my game. And then triple pot of duality for the search. It's
nuts.
It's so good. It's pretty nuts, yeah. It kind of sucked at one point where I opened 2 of them in hand where I could have really used more traps. But I still won that game, so it didn't really matter in the end. Extra deck was a bit tweaked. I ran 3 Hexia. I should have really bumped this down to 2. It didn't really need 3, but I was like, well, Multifaker, you can only summon out, Altergeist stuff, so I was like, triple is kind of, needed. And then I ran the Palm Banshee. I took out the Kadolga because I just didn't like it at all. It was awful. It was just awful in all testing. I'd rather run the 3 Hexia, honestly. But all more Cherries targets. It's fine. Then the Link Rebo, which was necessary. Under got taken. Never made it. 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 Cherries. 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 Yeah. Never made them. Literally, the only thing I made, the only actual things I made in the whole extra deck, the whole tournament, was this and like a fuck ton of these.
God damn.
Yeah, but yeah, everything else is just kind of irrelevant. They didn't really need it.
Oh yeah, understandable.
Yeah, and then side was triple cherries. This wasn't actually that good, honestly. Like, even when I sided in, the one time I really needed it was, okay, he's gonna make me go second, and he made me go first, and I was like, okay, well that's weird. Versing Monarchs, I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess. I was like, okay, I'll hit Isold, and then I never ended up hitting the Isold because he already got it out. So I was like, okay, well, I assume he's running Nightmares. I'll hit Phoenix just because it's a problem for me, and he didn't run Phoenix. Got a good look at his extra deck, and it was really weird that he was running extra deck Monarch. Honestly, it was kind of weird, but yeah. And then double Gamma Seal. I never sided it in, but it was a good option to have because it's just more boss monster decks. And I wasn't expecting to see more, but I understand why there wasn't that many. And then there's like pure spell hate, which was and then this card was so good. I had one guy get so scared of this card specifically because I raped him in the first game with it that he decided to destroy it and then banish it from grave. He was so scared of it. I was like, why? I can't even recur it. Okay. Then there's like mirror match stuff. So Heavy Storm Dice, actually this card's nuts. So it's just like Twin Twister for free, and then Special Summon Monster.
The Mulky.
And then Mirror Match. And then that was like, there was only one other Altergeist player there, which was really, actually no, wait, there's a few. Actually, I only played one, but yeah.
Yeah, I think there was three Altergeist players there at the whole event.
Oh shit, fuck. Yeah, well, guess who just made it to Worlds with Altergeist. Congratulations again to, congratulations to Bohdan, who made it all the way to Worlds with, Alties. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, congratulations to him. I know he didn't win and he lost to Pure Trickstar, but was still a really good match, and he should be really proud.
Yeah, it was nuts.
But yeah, all my prizes. I'm really happy. And now Blake.
Yeah, funny, right? I went to the tournament with 2 deck options. Dinos and Light Swans, and I got told not to run Dinosaurs because they would be really bad. Because
everything's limited to 1.
Everything was limited, and everyone's like, no, don't run that because they're going to be bad. And I came 8th with my Dinos.
You would have come higher, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would have gone either third or fourth if I didn't lose to evenly match and I didn't understand a ruling where
It was new. It was new to.
I didn't know that evenly matched counted as itself as one card, so I could have kept an ultimate conductor and then gone to game the next turn.
Not very often you get even lead in main deck.
I sent everything, and including my conductor, so that was my fault that I lost that round. So. Alright, anyway, straight onto the deck list. I ran 2 conductors, as normal, my normal deck, pretty standard. The 1 Quatless, this is new. I didn't have this in there before, but...
it needed to be run just because it's such a low dino count now.
Yeah, with having everything limited, I had to run this no matter what I wanted. And now I've decided I'm never taking it out, ever.
Pretty good?
It was so good.
Would you ever consider running 2 Quatless now that you're not restricted by ban list or anything?
Nah, I would never run 2. I just keep it at 1. 1's perfect.
1, yeah.
Obviously, 1 Doggeran. This card put in so much effort. All the crazy stuff that would like keep me out of my plays, like a Vanity's Fiend, all that sort of stuff. This just
Doggeran.
just straight gone. Even if like if
Wait, Vanity's Fiend can't special summon. Oh, you just
Doggeran. I Doggeran it. Just
yeah, that's funny. Yeah,
that was so good. The rest of the deck's a bit crazy because of the ban list. Yeah, before I ran three baby, now I run 3 petite. Because baby was like hit on the ban list to 1, so I was like, well, crap. And so I had to run 3 of this, and so instead of doing all my plays during my turn because of this card, I had to do it during all my opponent's turn. But in the end, I saw Doggeran almost every game because of this card.
Which helps you beat over Vanity's Fiend.
yeah, exactly. This was like if I got this out before they got out, Vanity's Fiend, but otherwise I would have just kaiju'd it.
Yeah.
On to the next 2. 2 Giant Rex.
I feel like this would be so bricky.
I did. I was like, it's gonna be Brick City here, but no, this ended up being perfect ratio. Like I only lost from misplays. I didn't lose because like the deck's bad or I'm bad. It was just I didn't understand some rulings, but at 2 was perfect for today. Like I couldn't have gone wrong.
Well, you played really well considering it was a 35-man event and you topped 8.
Yeah.
And he's got the divider to prove it.
Yeah. I'll just there it is.
I feel so bad. You could have definitely done a lot better if you read up on some of the new cards.
Yeah, I wish I would come more prepared on the rulings of something.
But yeah, no discouragement. Next year is always next year. Come on, man.
Yeah. Next 2. Obviously, I'm a big fan of this card. It's in all my builds. Just this. I don't think I'll ever take it out. I mean, you can't Ghost Ogre it. I mean, what are you gonna do? Most people avoid it. They're like, I won't hit that with any outs because it's a normal monster. Like, what are they gonna do? And then you go into Lagia Dolker or your other crazy
stupid shit.
Now for the one-offs.
This is what I'm excited about.
Must have Soul Eating Overraptor. It's limited to 1 in OCG, so I had to play it at 1. Surprisingly, only at 1. Did well. Like, I almost considered when it coming out of the tournament, I was like, I might even just leave this at 1, but...
Oh, yeah, right. Because but then he realised that his brain hernia was over.
It was so good, though. Even at 1, this deck was perfect.
So this comes down to my theory that Ultimate Conductor doesn't need a deck, it just needs a skeleton.
Yeah, he don't need no man in his life. 1 Miscellaneous, for obvious reasons, just a good card. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I got especially with 2 Giant Rex, this card resolved with Giant Rex, and
the plays.
1 baby, because I could limited to 1, so I ran the 1 off.
The deck got mutilated, and he still got to 8.
Yeah. For the hand traps, I ran 3 Effect Feather, pretty standard. Actually, this won me my last game against BAs. He got both turns top decked it. I was so surprised I top decked it twice. But he got out his Rhino, and I Effect Failed it, and then he passed turn. And then the next turn I just went off and won.
When you know you're playing a bad BA player. What? No, I'm saying nothing.
What? For the one-offs, 1 Dark Hole, pretty standard for a one-off. Foolish Burial for the Quatless.
Yeah, because you could trigger Dark Hole on Baby Ceratosaurus.
Yeah. I only used Dark Hole once, and it wasn't really that good. I think I sided out after that because it just wasn't doing anything for me.
Foolish
Burial for Quatless came in so clutch, because if you don't have that...
You were in a top decking, weren't you? I watched that, yeah.
If without the Soul Eating Overraptor, there's no other way to send it, so Foolish Burial, it came in so clutch.
Just more copies of Quatless.
Monster Reborn, I'd never take this out. It did help me a lot, actually.
It's Monster Reborn.
Yeah. Another one of Terraforming, because it's at 1 in SCG. And
it's actually not bad at 1, in all fairness.
Yeah, I've decided to permanently run this at 1, because I've been relying too hard on the field spell. But yeah, on the field spell, 3 Lost Worlds. Card's so broken. I stopped an Altergeist player because I got this out and like get the token. They can't target anything with the melee stick, so they just stop. They have to play around that.
Yeah, unless you're a good Altergeist player, like. Sorry, what?
Yeah, true.
I played through all my outs that people had. I played through. Before we go on, Blake, I just want to say in the final round that I lost to time, I still played through double evenly matched, and still managed to get to time. And then that's probably
still won. Yeah.
Yeah, it was hell for me, honestly, in that final round. Everybody was watching. It was kind of a bit nuts.
It was crazy. I ran 3 of this. I hated it. I kept siding it out, but I did keep running it turn 1 because I main decked it. No one I used it once.
Yeah, it wasn't
and that was on
good.
the snow. And then because the BA player ran snow, and I was
Ash
like,
was at
get
2
rid
for
of
the
that.
event. In all fairness.
Yeah. So this was useless. I kept siding it out. It was so bad.
Yeah. Well, you don't run a combo deck, so Call by the Grave is kind of meh.
I regretted running it very much. I'm never going to run a main deck ever again after today's event.
Oof, the poor call buys.
Double Fossil Dig. It's only limited to 2 in OCG, so had to run it at 2.
Sad day. They mutilated Dino. Poor bastards.
Double Evolution Pill. Never playing Dinos without it ever again. Was so good. Perfect card for the deck.
You kind of had to run it because of the ban list.
The ban list was it just forced me to run it. Before I was always skeptical, but now I'm like, no, I'm running it. And,
you're forced to. You're forced.
Even if you if you have a conductor in hand, you just summon that normally, and then you can use this to summon the Koalas from deck. And Koalas, it's just a free negate. You negate any spell or trap effect, I think it is.
The next one that even the judge was shocked over.
Yeah, Foolish Goods. The judge that we watched one of my games looked at this and he just kind of shook his head and was like, "What? What are you running for that?" And I was like, "No, man, don't even worry about it." it was just crazy that I ran that. And then new card in the deck, Scapegoats. Card was insane at the tournament.
Yeah, was the game limited to 2?
Yes, it was actually.
Yeah, that's why you went.
I was going to run 3, but then I got told to, I couldn't. I had to run 2, and even at 2 is perfect. I wouldn't run this at 3. I don't think.
Well, it's too much, I guess, for your deck. It doesn't really need it.
Especially if you chain this during your opponent's end phase, and then during your standby. This 4 dinos from deck. You just when I pulled this off and then went into got my 4 dinos out, used the Soul Eater to send Koalas had double pill, and then I went into Skuldred, and then went into underneath Skuldred, went into my conductor. It's just insane. Oof. And then for my last 2 main decks, it was good. It came in pretty clutch against Mech Knights, but a lot of my matchings, I versed BAs and he didn't really care, and then I versed Altergeist and he didn't really care. So
it came out a lot.
It was it was used, but it kept getting sided in and out.
Yeah, so it wasn't a great event for anti-spell.
No, not really. No one was.
Damn those Trickstar players.
For extra,
that was good against
1 Sayuja, perfect card. I only got it out twice.
Perfectly balanced.
I only got it out twice, but the 2 times I got it out, I won. So it was just, Beauregard, I didn't go into it once. It was just good to have because of the Scapegoat tokens. You can just make this,
unaffected by board wipes. It's really all there. You don't really need
Decode, Decode Talker, obvious reasons. It's just a genuinely good card. Going into this, having Conductor underneath it, your Conductor's kind of protected if you have something pointing on the other side. They can't target anything. It's just good.
Ooh, that Starfoil though. Max Rarity Decode.
1 Proxy Dragon, mainly for the Scapegoat tokens. Underclock, because, oh my god, sitting a Conductor Tyranno under or next to this, it's just too much for your opponent to handle. The Nightmares, I made Phoenix twice and Cerberus once.
They're worth running.
Very, 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 very mandatory when I ran these. I got out the Phoenix to out. What did I out? It was some Altergeist card. It had a continuous trap, and it was really like bugging my play, so I had to get this out. And then this for obvious reasons. And Cerberus I got out once to I think get rid of a. Actually, I think I got rid of my own Doggerin, but one Link Spider.
Link Spider.
Actually, yeah, I run 2 Link Spider, but I borrowed one during the tournament. Mainly for the scapegoats. Then on to the rest. 1 Lagia. If I owned a Dolka, I would run it. 1 Tornado Dragon, didn't make it. I probably should have against the Altergeist player, but I ended up beating him anyway, so it was fine. Abyss Dweller was so good. I opened this first turn against BAs and pretty much won.
Yeah, you only won against the Altergeist player because you had so much practice against B.
Baguska, Plan B, didn't get it out, didn't need to. I was just doing so well without it.
Baguska.
And then 1 Gargaga in case we went into rounds, but I didn't need it.
Did you have a side deck?
I did, but it's kind of like a little bit mutilated at the moment because I was fixing it up.
Yeah,
but,
now I understand. Like didn't know what he wanted to run for so long, and then kind of came to dinos at the last minute. So this
I built the legal in 1 out, like the
so
hour
let's just
before.
quickly run through the side.
Side 1 Conductor just in case I wanted to run third. 2 Lost Winds. I hated it. I sided against Modox for some stupid reason. That was retarded of me. Twin Twisters, didn't use it. Imperial Order won me a game. Actually, I sided it, flipped it, top decked this with Conductor on field 1. Mini Solemn package, didn't use it. Triple, I did use it, but I didn't draw into any, which was stupid. I hated that. And triple this, I sided this against the Altergeist player. But even when he did, I drew it, set it, and then
OTK deck by reboot, pretty simple.
Yeah, man, but it's like the turn I did draw into this, when I set it, the turn I set it, he destroyed it, so I was like, I couldn't even activate it.
But yeah, that's it.
That was my deck, and it came 8th, surprisingly, like, yay me.
And anybody who was too concerned about dinos of the Worlds event, suck it.
Yeah, anyone that told me not to run this, fuck you.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that quick little recap of our Worlds event. Congratulations to both of us. I think we did both really well. Obviously, I'm really stoked. Yeah, again, if you really want to see that open, like extremely bad, gauge interest in the comments, and I'll consider opening it and showing you guys off the Prismatic Rare, Dark Magician, and Blue Eyes.
Oh, insane
day, honestly.
Thanks, guys, for stopping by our channel. Like, subscribe if you want to see more. Comment anything else you want to see, or something you want to say, see.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys later.
Yeah. This
the apocalypse.